All right, so you ready for this? Let's take a deep dive into a Premier League match that, oh boy, had everyone talking.
Yeah.
We're breaking down the Arsenal versus Everton match.
Oh, at Emirates Stadium.
Emirates Stadium, that's right.
Yeah.
This one ended in a goalless draw, which I gotta say was a bit of a shock given how dominant Arsenal has been at home lately.
Yeah, especially with Liverpool slipping up earlier that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone thought Arsenal would seize the moment and close that gap at the top.
Huge opportunity right there.
So let's unpack why this match played out the way it did. What does it tell us about both these teams?
Okay, let's get into it.
So first things first,
Yeah.
Arsenal, they were coming into this match with a pretty intimidating home record, right?
3 wins in a row.
3 wins in a row at home.
And get this, no goals conceded in those matches.
Talk about a fortress.
Yeah.
And with Liverpool stumbling, as we mentioned, it looked like the perfect setup for Arsenal to make a statement.
For sure. But Everton, well, they came ready to play.
And they had a plan, didn't they?
Absolutely, and it was all about frustrating that Arsenal attack.
Okay, let's talk about that. What were they doing defensively?
Well, they had this incredibly disciplined low block, which meant packing the central areas and forcing Arsenal out wide.
So basically shutting down Arsenal's usual danger zones, right?
Exactly, and neutralize that threat through the middle where Arsenal's really dangerous. And, gotta give credit where it's due, Jordan Pickford was phenomenal for Everton.
Pickford, oh man, he was like a brick wall back there. But let's get back to Arsenal for a moment. They still had their chances. Ødegaard, in particular, was pulling the strings in midfield.
Oh, he was on fire.
He created a staggering 17 chances. Can you believe that?
17 chances created in a single match. That's just insane.
And yet, no goals.
It's almost hard to believe, right?
So, what made him so effective? And how did Everton manage to contain him?
Well, his positioning was absolutely key. He was constantly finding these little pockets of space between Everton's midfield and defensive lines. And his passing, oh, pinpoint, always trying to unlock that defense.
But Everton's strategy worked.
Oh, yeah. They were crowding him out whenever he got into dangerous areas. They had a plan, and they stuck to it.
And on top of that, Pickford was making these unbelievable saves.
Yeah, he was in top form. Especially that save against Saka's volley. Do you remember that one?
Early in the second half, oh man. Talk about a momentum killer. It felt like Arsenal lost a bit of steam after that.
I think you're right.
So, what did Arteta do? How did he try to change things up?
Well, he made some substitutions that, I'll be honest, surprised a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah. He took off both Rice and Ødegaard.
Rice and Ødegaard. But they were so crucial to Arsenal's attack.
I know, right? And especially when they were chasing a goal, it seemed like a really risky move.
So did it work?
Not really. I think it actually disrupted their rhythm a bit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, their attacks started to look more hurried, more frantic, and that played right into Everton's hands.
They were getting exactly what they wanted.
Exactly.
So the final whistle blows, and it's a goalless draw, a scoreline that doesn't really reflect the tactical battle that was happening out there.
Yeah, you're right. It was a real chess match.
Everton showcased their defensive strength, and Arsenal, despite all that possession, just couldn't find a way through.
So stubborn, that defense.
So, taking a step back, what does this result tell us about these two teams? What should we be watching for as the season continues?
Well, for Everton, this is a massive point gained. They're in a relegation battle.
Huge for their confidence.
Exactly. This draw extends their unbeaten run, gives them some breathing room.
Okay. But for Arsenal?
It's a missed opportunity, plain and simple.
Yeah.
And it raises some questions. Can they figure out how to break down these really organized, determined defenses, especially when the pressure is on?
Right, because the title race is just heating up. Do you think this match might have exposed a weakness in Arsenal? Something that other teams will try to exploit?
That's a big question, isn't it? We saw flashes of frustration from Arsenal as the game went on. And you know their rivals are watching. They're taking notes.
So this match was a reminder. It's not always about dazzling attacking play. Sometimes a well-executed defensive strategy can be just as effective.
Absolutely.
It'll be fascinating to see how Arsenal adapts in their upcoming matches.
Yeah, me too.
All right, folks, that's it for our deep dive on the Arsenal-Everton match.
A lot to think about, huh?
Definitely. We'll be back soon with another deep dive, breaking down another Premier League clash.
Can't wait.
Until then, keep those tactical debates going.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.